Okay, this is Raya. This is your SSIT trainer, and yeah, uh, for Java. Yeah, may I know a quick introduction, please? I want your name and the purpose of joining this training. Only those two details.
Okay, my name is Shehzad Khaled, and the purpose of training is, to get the job and, to get to know the technology.
Yes, and if you have any background knowledge of any coding language, yes, please add.
No. Well, a little bit of Python I have done, but a little bit, not that much.
Okay, okay, Khalid, fine. Okay, Praveen, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, please give me, can you just quickly introduce yourself?
Sorry?
Can you quickly introduce yourself? Like, what is your knowledge, like coding language? Do you have any knowledge? And
Yeah,
what is the
hi.
purpose of taking up this particular course?
Yeah, this is Praveen. Look, the purpose of joining this course is like to learn Java, full stack Java. To be honest, uh, I have zero knowledge in Java, so I'm just beginner.
Any other coding languages?
Um, I know little bit Python. I know some things data types, variables, strings,
Mhm.
and loops.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
those things I
Okay.
know.
So you are
Just the
from computer
basics of
science
Python.
background? Are you from computer science background or?
No, I'm from mechanical.
Okay, fine. All right. Non-IT. Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, right.
Mohammed, can you quickly tell me?
Hey, hi, this is Fauzan Yusufi Muhammad. So, the basic thing for joining this session is like I have to gain knowledge in full stack Java developing. But though my bachelor's is from computer science, but I don't have any kind of knowledge in software development because I have not focused in IT after completing my bachelor's, and I have done my master's in information studies. Basically, I'm gaining these skills to have an IT job over here. So
Okay.
that's it.
All right. Okay. Sayed.
Hi, good morning, everybody. So, I'm Chu from the IT background, and I have work experience with the IT system admin and NOC engineer. I want to switch to Java. I have a little bit knowledge, and I have also worked as a web developer initial days. So, I have knowledge on HTML, CSS, and MySQL. Now I'm looking for a full stack Java developer.
Okay, that's good. Okay, people. So uh, I am I will be the Java trainer, and I have 10 plus, or like slightly more than 10 years. I don't actually have the count of my years, 11 years I think now. So that's my experience. All these years I've been working with Java, database concepts, SQL, full stack. Yeah, multiple trainings keep going on daily basis. Okay, that is me, and I welcome you for this particular demo session for the Java course. So my course, my trainings are always hands-on, and yes, all the concepts will be explained along with the code. I generally make sure you people also do some coding along with me, or at least I will spend like 15 minutes of the session will be given for at least time to practice. Okay. And also quite a bit of assignments, assessments could be conducted as part of the training as and when required. So for today, the agenda is, I hope you people have had a look at the table of contents, okay, by SSIT. And basically the agenda here is I'm keeping it very small, saying I will only pick one particular introduction. Since you people are already new to this particular topic, I will just be very quick on introduction to Java, variables, data types, and first Java code. And If time permits, I will cover the concept of what is the concept of bytecode. All right, people. So also, yeah, there's one more person, Reshma. Yeah, hi, Reshma. Not able to hear you. Maybe some mic settings. All right. Okay. So also as part of full stack, I cover concept of Spring Framework, Spring Boot, Hibernate, Angular. Yeah, everything on earth and all the technologies are full stack. Okay, so that's the agenda of the entire course of the training. But today we will just keep it very basic level. So I will just quickly introduce you to Java. So basically Java is started or initiated by a person called as James Gosling. And initially he called it with the name called as Oak, and later he renamed it to saving Java. Java is not an abbreviation or a full form. It does not have a short form or a full form. And you can see that coffee cup is the logo of Java, and it's just a name given Java. Sun Microsystem was the initial owner. So before 1995, Sun Microsystem was the owner of Java. And today, Oracle is the company which is the owner of Java. So one good feature about Java is write once, run anywhere. So basically write once is nothing but you can write the code once and run the code anywhere multiple times. So code is written only once, but it can be run as many times required. You need not read the actual code. Without the code, you can still work with the Java. That's one good feature about Java. Also, Java is basically a programming language, and in particular, we call it object-oriented. Okay. So what is Java? So basically, Java is object-oriented programming language. Then what is the meaning of object-oriented? Let's understand this. Oh, I see a car on the road, correct? I can see a car on the road. So can you write the Java code for it? Yes, you can write the Java code for it. So can you tell me what are the quality or what are the properties of a car? Anyone?
Tires, engine,
Huh? Come again?
tires, engine,
Yes, correct. What are the things? Not only visible, some things could be like invisible also, like the brand of the car, like it will be visible, but model kind of a thing. So those are also the properties of a car. So all those can be combined as a one particular object, and you can still write the code for that particular car um, very nicely in our Java. Okay, I will make up a small code at the end of this particular training for car. In real world, yes, there are a lot of applications. We have different mobile applications, web applications, desktop application, lot of gamings are developed. And many devices work on Java. So desktop applications, there are a lot of Acrobat Reader, Media Player, antivirus. Web applications are there, some websites. Yes, they are all built on Java. Enterprise applications like multiple banking applications because of security feature of the Java. Banking applications are built using Java. Mobile, yes, if you are familiar with Android mobile, right? So that Android is itself using Java internally, and the Android is itself built on top of Java. So internally, basically that Android phone is the best example of Java. A lot of embedded systems are there. Smart card, robotics, games, they're all using Java in the real world. So coming to what is the different flavors of Java. So we have three flavors. So it is three types of Java. So first we call it as core Java. That is nothing but the fundamental level of Java. Fundamental level of Java, we call it as core Java.
Are you there?
Okay, now the one among the three flavors of Java is core Java. That is nothing but called as a standard edition, where we cover the fundamental features or fundamental concepts of Java. Second flavor of Java, we call it as Java EE. That is nothing but enterprise edition, also called as Java 2 EE. And this is used in order to develop websites, connecting to the database. Advanced features are there in this particular version of Java. Third one is micro edition, which is Java ME. It is used for mobile applications. So these are the different types of Java and core Java. So if you start with core Java and get thorough with core Java, then you can start with enterprise edition. Okay, unless you get a good hands-on, good practice over core Java, you will not be able to learn the concepts of enterprise edition. Okay, fine. So let's make so generally my sessions are more interactive. I keep asking questions. You people also can interact by asking a lot of questions. When the recorded sessions are there, and my training generally starts on time. And yeah, those are some basic things. All right, people. So let me just stop sharing and I will send you a link. It's called JDoodle, which is a Java online compiler. Though I will be using Java software, but for today, I'm using this particular JDoodle compiler for my execution of the code. So here we have, this is the entire Java code from line number 1 to 9. We are having the Java code. Let me give overall picture what we are trying to do here. Basically, it is printing. Okay, it is printing. So for printing, we use system.out.system.out.println, and whatever you put inside that will be printed onto the screen. So here it is saying sum of x plus y equal to z. So basically, we are doing some addition here. So we have a class here. Class is like a place where we write our code, and a class has a name. You can call it with different names as per your convenience. Generally, I make it more meaningful names. Okay. So addition is the name of this particular class. And this is the line of code which starts my execution of the code. And here I have a variable x equal to 110, y equal to 25. And I'm trying to add the values of x plus y, which is equal to z. The same z value, I'm trying to print it over here in line number 7. So before even I execute, those who have understood this small piece of code, could you tell me what could be the z value?
35.
35. Yes, that is right. Because it is adding x plus y, which is the value of z. So 10 plus 25, which is nothing but 35. So refer to this particular statement now. Refer this to this statement. It is printing. So can you tell me what this line is printing? Any idea?
Sum of x plus y equals to 35.
Correct. So let us see now if I execute. Let me go down. Okay, let me just show you people that it is printing sum of x plus y equal to 35. Okay, so if you change this message, it will print whatever message as per your convenience. You can change this. So supposing I just make a small change here, saying that addition of two numbers and give 3 dots and put the value of z. Okay, just go down and execute. So you have a console or an output. It will print whatever words you would have given along with the value. So let me just pass this particular link for you people. Oh, sorry. pass this link in the chat box and you people can use this link. Just click on execute, observe the line from 1 to 9 and that's the simple code of Java. Just execute it and get me the output. Ritu, are you there? Ritu, Reshma.
Do you want to do right now?
Yes, please. See, everything will be hands-on. So I will complete, then you people can do it. So that same way I progress within the training. Every session, I'll give some
Yeah.
or the other thing to do. Please do it
So
now.
I just have a question regarding this print in. So as
Yes.
you insert that addition of two numbers, then after you have inserted like three dots, why do you have inserted the three dots?
Oh, it's just a message.
It's just a message. Okay, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I just want a message to be printed like that. So see here, even in
Okay.
whatever message you want to give, you can just put that in double quotes. The same thing will
Mm-hmm.
appear.
Oh, all right, all right.
Khalid, right? Okay. Okay, please work on that. Try to change the name of the class to addition. My class will be the name of the class. You can put it as addition. And also change the system.out.println message. Check if you are able to work with it, or if you have some errors, you can let me know. Completed? Anyone having errors? So this is actually very simple code where we are trying to do some simple addition using the Java code. But it could be as complex as any big project, huge project, like 1,000 lines of code or 10,000 lines of code. There the things will become complicated.
Yeah, it's done. There's no error.
All right. Okay. So now actually during the training, first 2 hours of the training, I'll use this particular JDoodle compiler. Then we will install something called as Eclipse. Eclipse is the software which is used across many organizations for development of the Java projects. So um, for Eclipse, we will be downloading and I will help you install. All that will be done during the session. So just to start with the Eclipse, you can create new Java project, something like this. So just use Java. This is the option. Click next and demo training. This is the name of my project. Let me click next and finish. So now the moment I click finish, you can see this is the project explorer, which is nothing but the place where all my projects are being stored. And under this, I have my demo training, and under this, I have my SRC. SRC is the place where we can store our classes. Okay. So for every concept, we will be creating a class. So class, you might ask me, what is a class? Class is a place where we can write our code. You cannot, so it starts with this particular curly bracket. That means class curly bracket starts here. It ends. You can see that highlighted one. So I click here. The other one is boxed for you. That's the closing curly bracket of class. Similarly, for public static void main, which is a function or the starting point for our code, this is the curly bracket where it starts. That means this line of code begins from here and it ends here. So every line, every code will have its own starting point and ending point. We have to make sure things are as per the syntax. So syntax are certain rules to be followed as part of the
So
language.
instead of class, is there any other substitution?
Yes, we have other substitution. We have interface, we have enums. They have their own purpose, but without a class, you cannot write any Java code.
Okay.
Okay. So coming to now the actual software. So under SRC, the first thing that we have to do is we have to create a package. So you might ask me, what is a package? Package is nothing but as simple as a folder which will hold my Java code. Okay. So I create a package. Generally, we start with com and give the name of the subject we are trying to do. And let's make it as demo. Under the package, it will contain multiple classes. Okay. So basically, package is a folder. In this folder, I would like to store multiple classes or say related classes. Okay. So let's come to the meaning of package in the later part of the training. But today we'll understand what is the meaning of class. So let's understand. Let's now create a particular class and let's call the class as car. Okay. So I told you we see a object on the road, car, and it has certain properties. We'll try to display those properties. And here the starting point is required, which is nothing but, please keep yourself on mute. So here the starting point for our code is required, which is nothing but public static void main string args. And let me click finish. So this line, green line, is a comment, which means it will not be part. Even if you execute, it is not going to harm your code. It is only for information. It's called a comment. And every first line, the very first line says that package. Package is nothing but where is the folder where this class is sitting. So it is this particular package. So you can see some color coding here. These are all keywords of Java. Okay, these are all Java keywords. The black ones are customizable. You can change as per your convenience. Though some you cannot change, but few of them you can change. So this is the place, this is a folder, and which contains my class. So we always start with public class, and this time it is a car class. And this, I'll just keep mute. Sayed, please mute. Okay, thanks. So public static void main is the first thing that Java code will look for. The moment I click on execute, it will not do any other thing apart from looking this particular line of code. From there, it will go on step by step. After that, line number 6, line number 7, line number 8. It just go on in the sequence. So let's see that I want to display a class, car brand. Okay. So I just say car brand. Can one of you please tell me a car brand?
Toyota.
Okay. Okay. So we have a car brand, Toyota. Now we are trying to just display the brand of the car using system.out.println. Whatever you use in double quotes will be just displayed as it is. So here I'm putting a plus here just to join the things. Okay. I will tell you what is the purpose here. I want to just join the things. So I will use run as. We don't have execute here, slightly different way of doing the things. So run as Java application. And it will ask me to save. Yes, I want to save. So now what happened? The car brand has got displayed as Toyota. So now I don't want to stick to Toyota. I want to keep changing the name of the car, the brand of the car. Then how can you change? So you can create certain variables. So variables are nothing but they are the containers that holds values, certain values. So instead of directly putting the value as Toyota, why don't I use a variable? So that I can change it at one place and it will get reflected everywhere. So for this, we will use something called as private string brand equal to Toyota. So now I can use the keyword. This is my variable. Today it is Toyota. Tomorrow the brand could be Volvo. Tomorrow Honda. So the brand of the car could be changing. So supposing I would have used brand here. You don't need double quotes. Just use brand here. Okay. Just use brand here. And supposing brand is used 100 times in your code, then you can just change the value here. Everywhere it will get reflected. But if it is fixed and if it is fixed to Toyota here, and supposing you want to replace all the instances of Toyota, it becomes very hard if it is directly used as a word instead of using a variable. That is the purpose of using a variable. So I'm using the car brand saying I just want to display the car brand. So it is the same, but this time I'm using a variable. Now coming to what is the meaning of string. So string is here, string is here. Whenever you would like to store characters, that is alphabets, alphanumeric, numbers, combination, or the data type, we call it as a data type. So this since I want to store words here, the data type is now string. You can even have int values. So I can say it as private. We will make it, don't worry about these, okay? Private, what is the meaning of private? What is the stat? Later part, you will just understand. Int and number of wheels. Number of wheels equal to 4. So a car has certain number of wheels, which means that it is a four-wheeler. So let's try to display four-wheeler or wheels, and we will just put the value of number of wheels. So the moment I execute, you can see the brand of the car, the number of wheels. Okay, so you can go on displaying all such properties of a car, and yeah, you can go on adding with the details. So one thing to observe here is I'm using int here, and this is the variable, and 4 is the value. So any idea what is the int here?
4.
Integer.
Yes. So int is nothing but whenever you want to hold a number. So here 4 is a number. So the data type, again we call it as a data type, which is nothing but int is the data type. And this is the name of the variable. So this is how you can make a simple class called as car. Or you can add more details like which is the model, which is what are the other features, engine, all that you can just add and you can just display the appropriate deals of the car. So price, all that can be added. So instead of having everything listed as public static void main, so you saw here, see it starts the lines, the execution starts from this line and it went to line number 9 where it printed saying car brand and brand. That is why it reprinted this particular line. And next line is number of wheels. Next, whatever I just give, it will go on just printing. So my main method could be in line number 100, or it could be line number 27. Wherever the line is does not matter. So always it will look for the starting point, like the main door of our house. We only enter through our main door of a house. So this main door of the house is main, and it will start the execution from public static void main. So that is why this main method is very important, and it is a must line for our Java code. You cannot work if you don't have public static void main. Now coming to what is the meaning of public and private? Public means any idea before I explain?
May be usable throughout the program, entire program.
Somewhat close. Okay, so let me explain. Public is nothing but we have a public library, public garden, correct? So similar to that, the class is declared as public, which means that this class car can be used outside this particular package also. It is available throughout the code, any of the classes can use this particular class called as car. So the moment I make it as private, what will happen is its access is restricted. So it is like within a particular room, and it will be locked. Okay. So it is not available to be accessed outside this class. So private is nothing but it will have a certain restriction. It has restricted access. So that is why we keep the class as public, so that we can use this particular class anywhere. So supposing I just say another class, we'll go on creating
What is class here?
Class is a template. So basically class is nothing but it's a place where we write our code. Okay. Or a blueprint of our object. So whenever we build a house, right, or we go for that particular plan for our house or a model for our house. So the same way, in order to have the model for our object, we use this template, which is class. Okay, I will just show you how things work. I will create now a new class. So let's say test car. Okay, and I'm using public static void main. Now in test car, see, we will be using multiple classes. We can relate to classes. We start creating objects of the class. So that is why we call that Java as object oriented, right? Because we cannot do anything in Java if you don't create an object. So objects are a must part of our Java. So what is an object? So I will say car equals new car. Before I even explain the meaning of object, I'll just show you. So here what I'm trying to create is I'm trying to create an object of car. So the actual object is the smaller case, lowercase car. But the class is capitalized C, car. The moment you say new car, new is the keyword which will create an object of the type of your class. I want an object of the type car. Give the name of the object as car. So why do you need this object? That is the next question. So using the object, I can use certain methods. So methods are nothing but functions which can be reused across our projects, across different classes. Though I don't have a method here, so just for my display, I will just make it as public. So if I keep it private, what will happen is it will not be accessible. So I made brand of the car as private. And I just use the object. We use objects in order to access the car, the class. Then you don't see any brand here. Okay, because it is having private as its access, it has a restricted access. But the moment I make it public, so now I made the my brand as public. And I just say car dot, you can see that brand is now available automatically. That means the meaning of private is it is only restricted to this particular class, whereas number of wheels is not available because it is private. So number of wheels is not available. But the moment you make it public, it will become available. So that means the meaning of public is you can access the variables or the whatever you declare it as public can be accessed outside this class. Okay, the moment you make the things as private, only will be available within this class, not outside the class. Okay, so these are some of the information I would like to uh, discuss. So lots of concepts here. Again, we will be revisiting what is the meaning of class in depth. We need to understand how to create a class, why we need a class, how do you create an object. So now I created the class car object, right? So purpose of that is to access that particular class. You can access. Here I can access brand of the car. So if I'm say CISO, okay, CISO is nothing but system.out.println car.brand. See, brand is directly available because it is public. I just run the code. So Toyota is getting printed. But where I have that variable, it's in car class. Brand is there, Toyota. I can still use the details in another class and they can display the brand of the car here because it is public variable. I hope you people are able to follow.
So every time we have to write dot out dot print, right?
Yes.
So to get the output.
Anything on the screen, you have to use this 3 words. System.out.print.
And to full of this syntax, we can call it as a query or the syntax only.
It is not a syntax, it's just a statement. We call it as actually Java statement.
Okay.
For every line of code, we just call it as statements. Syntax is rules. So I'll come back to that. Okay. So syntax is nothing but every computer language will have its own predefined rules that are to be followed for writing the Java code or any program code. So when you have your English, right? So in your school days, you wrote that English sentences. So nouns have to be placed in the first position and the preposition in middle. So all those parts of speech are to be maintained in the right position in order to make it a meaningful sentence. Otherwise, what will happen? If you jumble them, it will become a jumbled sentence, which is not a meaningful sentence. So the same way that we have to follow certain rules to frame a sentence in English. The same way, in order to write our Java code, we have its grammar. So we need to follow the syntax. We need to follow the grammar of Java. So if you consider this, it's starting always, every Java code will start from public class. It should be having a class. You cannot write any code without a class. Okay. So this is student class. And here, this is a comment. Comment means it will be ignored. It is only for your information. So I'm just explaining about syntax means rules. Public static void main, again, this is a place where execution will start. I'm trying to print a message, happy Java coding, and this will get printed on the screen. So the output of this particular simple code is happy Java coding. Whenever you have to print, you have to use these 3. Okay. Yeah. So the last small concept, this is actually one important concept. Definite interview questions on this particular concept will be asked. Even if you are 2-year experienced, fresher, 5-year plus experienced, no matter, they ask you this question. So why Java is called platform independent? So platform independent is a feature which means that you can run your code on any operating system directly. So when you have a Java code, so Java program, all this code, we call it as Java program. This is one Java code, this is one Java code. So all the classes will be there. So this Java code, the moment there are 2 steps. One step first, in order to get that output, right? Java, happy Java coding or Toyota. So in order to get that output, we have 2 steps. One is compilation, other one is execution. Compilation will check if there are any errors. So the moment I miss a semicolon, my semicolon is like full stop in our Java. The moment I missed semicolon, you can see that things are in red. That means it is not acceptable. And even if I try to execute, run as Java application, it will say, see, errors are there. Do you still want to execute? So it contains errors. Even if you click it, again, it will throw all errors and it will display that there are compilation problem. Compilation means some syntax errors. You're not following the right syntax rules. So all the statements in Java are to be ended with a semicolon. That's what is the rule. So in the moment I use semicolon, it vanished. The red ones. Yellow ones you can ignore. So this compilation is nothing but just before you execute, if there are any syntax errors, they will be checked across. So once the compilation is done, an intermediate file, okay, will be created, which is called as bytecode. So this bytecode you can execute in any of the operating system, which is Linux, my Windows, without actually needing the Java code. Java code is not required. If you have this bytecode, it is more than enough to execute on any of the operating systems. To give you some more information, so I have a program called as first program.java. So if you observe here, say car.java, test.java. So similar to that, I have a code saying it is first.java, first program.java. The moment it get compiles, an intermediate file, which is called bytecode, will be created. This is the file, first program. From .class.java, it has got changed to .class. This file, if you take and I pass it over to any of the operating system, it will still give me output without actually needing the Java source code. Okay, which is like very nice feature about Java. This feature about Java, we call it as platform independent. Okay, so in this particular training, I will be helping with some of the interview questions. I will be discussing those interview questions. You can make a note of those. I will be passing all my slides, all my materials. And yeah, I will have a good number of discussions within the training.
I have one question. You
Yes.
mentioned about platform independent, right?
Yes,
So
correct.
does other codes, they are also like independent, but what makes Java is unique?
See, Java has multiple features, not only Java has multiple features. It is object-oriented, it is robust, it is secure, it offers a lot of security features, it is multi-threading, it is platform independent. All these features, it has become more popular. And I think more than now, 20, 25 or 30 years, it is still going on. It is still having its lifetime. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, and we'll get any platform or like where to write a code, this Java code. So we'll get the access.
I will be installing this. You're asking about the software, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I will be installing this software, which is Eclipse. It is used in multiple organizations, multiple corporates.
Okay. The software called as Eclipse IDE, right?
Correct. So this I will be installing within the session, within the training. I will ask you people, I will send you link, we will download, will install this Eclipse ID.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it is widely used. Any other questions? Okay. If you people don't have any question, I have few questions for you people. Okay. So generally, I make sure you people interact. I make sure things are taken. At least few points I want from your side. Okay. So can one of you tell me what is system.out.println?
It's the output where we can see the code what we have written.
Yes. So it will print whatever you would have given. That will be printed by using system.out.println. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So coming back to the editor here. So can one of you explain what is this line number 3? Apart from her.
Yeah, we are initializing integer on X.
Yes, Syed, thanks. Okay. Who can explain me what is a class apart from these two?
Class is a template or a
Template.
blueprint.
Correct, Khalid. Thanks. Okay. And apart from these three, I'm just filtering out. So who can tell me what is the meaning of line number 2?
It's like an entry point to our project.
Yes. Yeah. Reshma, any introduction from your side? Are you from computer science or?
Yeah, I completed my master's in computer science here in USA.
Okay. And what about this one? What about your purpose of joining the training?
I am currently applying for jobs right now,
Okay.
particularly in Java programming.
All right.
So,
Okay. Thanks. Okay. And the last question, who can tell me the difference between public and private? Those who did not get chance.
Public can access anyone and private cannot access until the person is give the authority.
Yes. Thanks, Ritu. Ritu, your quick introduction. I want only the information about what is the purpose of joining the training, and are you from IT or non-IT?
I'm completely non-IT background and I'm looking for a Java
Project.
Java related job. So that's why I decided to go and learn Java.
All right. Okay.
Mm.
Thanks, Ritu. And yes, one more last question I don't want to. Okay. What is the meaning of package?
Package, it's basically a schema kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it's a box, like it's a box, and inside the box you can find the code.
Correct. Very good. So basically it's a folder. So I think you're from database background?
Yes, I did my master's in data analysis.
Okay. All right. So package is a place, like it's a container for our classes. It's as simple as a folder. So if I go to this package com training demo, which is com training demo, if I go to properties and just look at this, that it will open up the folder. Basically, demo is a folder. Com training demo is a folder. which contains these two classes. As simple as that. Okay. So, all right, people, I think the session was helpful, and let's see if we meet
Do
up
we
again.
get these recordings?
Sorry? Yes, it is being
Do we?
recorded.
Okay. No, you will send us the recording though?
You can ask the coordinator to send you the recording.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right, people, I think I'm done for today. And if you don't have any questions, yeah, I can close.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.